Hi everyone, welcome back. It is a new month and you know what that means. We have another exclusive from Nails Truly & Co. This month's theme is so fun. It is called Let's Go Girls, and everything that you're going to see here totally ties perfectly into the theme this month. So the first thing in here, we have one of my favorite cuticle oils. I love the bottles, and then we have this little boot koozie, and then we also have a mani kit here which has a file, an orange wood stick, and a nail scrubby here. And then we have these really fun like Western rings. They're adorable. And then we have the two exclusive powders, which I always get really excited about the powders. We're going to use them both today. And then we have the decals, which are kind of like the star of the show. And these decals right here, they're very Western, but yet they're going to transition and like dip your toes into fall as well in autumn. So I really love this theme. I definitely think you can do so many different things with this. It's just so fun, and I love the play of colors. Everything is really beautiful in this theme pack, and you can still get this theme pack right now. You could either do like a one-time exclusive, or you can sign up for an exclusive for every month and get a discount. And there is an option to skip as well if a theme is not going to be your style. These monthly exclusives are so fun, and the decals are fantastic. All right, so we're going to do a set of press-ons today on the Shape Short Coffin. We're also going to use the gel method today, but you can definitely switch it up and use dip liquids if you prefer as well. So we're starting off with the first color, which is called I'm Going Out Tonight. So fun. The play of words for the songs. This is like a Shania Twain song. It's definitely a throwback, but so much fun, and I love the colors that we're working with today. They're really fun. They're also super full coverage. They're very, look at that right there. Like, we have full coverage right here. The pigmentation is everything. It's not patchy, it's not streaky, it is just everything. So if you are not looking to build up structure or strength on your nail, you can easily get away with one coat with these powders, and they're super buttery. They're almost like a velvet kind of feel to them. They're amazing, and I really love how it also has this really beautiful shimmer. So I did cure that nail for 30 seconds before I dusted off. So since we are doing the gel method, I will do a full 30-second cure for each nail before we go ahead and dust off. And then I am going to do 2 dips today so you can really see these colors in action, so you can see what they look like to their full potential. But I'm loving this pink. It's really pretty. It's a very just like the perfect kind of almost like a ballerina pink. It's very soft, it's very elegant, and the shimmer is just right. It kind of gives it like that pearl finish to it, which is really going to be forgiving on your nails. So if you have like any imperfections or anything like that, it's really going to give you just like a really beautiful nail because it has like this most beautiful shimmer to it. So it's not as harsh as like a solid. I really like it. It's beautiful, and we're going to end up using this color right here on 3 nails. So to be completely honest with you, when I sit down to film, I don't really have a game plan. I know like what colors I'm going to use, but I don't really have like a game plan on where we're going to be placing the colors. It just kind of all comes together, and that is the fun part for me about doing nails, is that I can just let my creative juices kind of just flow, and then this is what we're getting today. So originally I was going to use this color only on 2 nails, but then once I saw it, I was like, okay, we're going to do a 3rd nail. Now, I did have to stop myself at number 3 because I could have just continued on with this color and got completely carried away and did all 5 nails. That's how much I love this color. But then when we get into the other color, I loved it just the same. But overall, such great quality of powders, and just they're so beautiful. Now, if the monthly exclusive is not your cup of tea, there is still dip powders that you can purchase on Nails Truly website, and there are a large variety of decals as well. Also, fall season is right around the corner, and Halloween, and then we have Christmas and all those holidays. So there's going to be tons, and I mean tons, of new releases coming from Nails Truly. Nails Truly Co. goes hard when it comes to fall and Halloween. So if that is your jam, you're not going to want to miss the new decals that are coming out, because they are always really amazing, and you're going to see a lot of them here on my channel. We're going to do a little Halloween thing as well. Per usual, I believe this is going to be my 3rd Halloween series on YouTube this year. So we're going to do something really fun, but I cannot wait. All right, so we're just wrapping up on this first color here, and now it's finally time to dive into the last color. So we're going to go ahead and finish up the rest of the set with this color here. We're going to end up doing 2 coats, and then I'm going to show you that comparison of the 2 dips versus 1, so you can get a really good idea on how these powders are performing, and you can also see all its beauty. All right, so enough chit chat. Let's finish up the rest of this color here, and then I'm going to pop back in just a little bit.
It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing, that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. You set my wheels in motion, I'm going crazy for you. Eyes blue like the ocean, I can see you want this too. Cause you've been looking at me all night, trying to figure me out. I just wanna let you know, and I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want you, I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing, that's making me feel like I'm falling.
All right, now that we have the dip powder on all the nails, it is time to do the final step here before we go ahead with decals. We're going to do some filing. Now, filing was very, very minimal when it came to working with these powders. So this is all I'm using is this filer right here. I'm just cleaning up the underneath side of that nail and then reshaping just a little bit. And that is all I needed to do. I am not going to go in with a buffer block. I'm just going to go ahead and dust off because everything is laying super, super flat, where I did not need to encapsulate with gel and file and buff on top of that because everything was laying super, super flat. And that is because we made sure we did very thin layers of that gel base, and then we made sure everything was laying really flat before we cured. All right, so now we're going to go in with the decals here. So this was a really hard decision for me. I was gravitating towards this sheet right here, and I really like the colors of the set that we're doing, so I wanted to still like incorporate the colors and then keep it simple with the decals. So that is what we're doing today. So right now we are doing a layer of gel base on the nails that we're going to be applying the decals to, and I'm curing for 30 seconds. That's going to give the nail a tacky layer to really help this decal. And then we are going to use some white gel polish here. I'm just placing it on that palette here, and we're going to fill in the back of this decal to just really make all these vibrant colors in this decal pop with a little bit of a thin layer of that white gel polish. So I placed that decal in room temperature water, and now I'm making sure that that decal is completely dry. Just make sure the decal is as dry as possible before you roll into this next step here. So I'm just making sure that decal is laying super flat, and we're going to go in with the flat brush from Sundara Nails. This brush right here is amazing for decals. I don't know what kind of magic and sorcery is in this brush, but it is by far the best brush that I've ever used for decals. It's very soft. It does not tear my decals. I use it for multiple things, for filling in the decal right here with that white gel polish, and then I have another one that I use for the next step that you're going to see here in just a moment. So I'm taking a very, very, very thin layer of that fluffy clouds that is the white gel polish here, and I am just focusing on filling in the whole color area of this decal. And the thinner you can get it, the application, the better, because you want that decal to still lay really flat in the nail. If you do oversaturate it with the gel polish, you are going to get some bumpiness when it cures, and then it's not going to be level to that nail, and you're going to have a lot of areas where it looks kind of like you have air bubbles in there, but you really don't. It's just that you have a large amount of that gel polish on there. So a very thin layer of gel polish. Once you fill it in completely, flash cure that for 10 seconds, and then you can go ahead and place that decal on the nail. So now remember, we put that layer of that gel base that was cured on the nail. It gave it a little bit of a tacky layer, and it also gave us a little bit of wiggle room, so I can easily go ahead and move around this decal without it completely being stuck to the nail. And it decals are really fragile in general, and I'm not ripping that decal or anything like that, which I love that method by applying a little bit of that gel base and curing before that decal. Now I'm taking a little bit of acetone on a clean flat brush, and I am just pressing that decal down. I'm getting rid of any wrinkles, any air bubbles, and I'm making that decal become one with the nail. You want to make sure that you are not oversaturating that brush with acetone and always dabbing it off. I also have a little bit of decal hanging over that nail, and I'm just going to work that brush just to dissolve that extra decal that is hanging over that side there. But overall, this is like my favorite way to apply decals. I love this method so much. I feel like I can get that decal looking like it was just like airbrushed on that nail, and that is the effect that you want when you're playing with decals. It did take me a long time to master decals, and now that I have it like where I like it, I'm like completely obsessed with decals. Then to seal in this decal so it doesn't move or start lifting, I did a layer of gel base, and while that's curing for 30 seconds, we're going in with the other decal here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same things. We put that decal in room temperature water, and I left that decal in there for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then we're just going to make sure that is completely dried off. So I dab it on the paper towel, and then I am using that lint-free wipe as well, just to make sure it is dry. And then we're going to do the exact same thing, a little bit of that white gel polish. Now, adding the white gel polish is completely optional. You still can use these decals on these colors, but I really wanted the color of these decals to just pop and just be like those beautiful, vibrant autumn colors to just like shine through on the back of the foundation that we already built on these nails with the dip powder colors. So that is why I am doing this optional step of filling in the decal with that white gel polish, because I really want the full vibrancy of this decal to kind of shine through. So I flash cured after I applied that white gel polish for about 10 seconds, and now we're going ahead and applying the decal to the nail here. I'm just moving that decal around to get it exactly where I want it before we go in with the acetone here, and I'm just going to make sure it is lined up exactly where I want it here. And I love this decal. It is just so cute. The colors are everything. Autumn is right around the corner. We're already in August here, and I feel like these colors are just kind of like dipping our toes into that. Plus, this animal is super, super cute, and I just love it so much. So now I'm taking that flat brush with the acetone here and just feathering out the sides of that decal, and then getting rid of any air bubbles, lines, and wrinkles, and just having, again, this decal become one with the nail. I feel like a broken record at this moment. But if you're not comfortable with working with acetone, you could always use a layer of transfer foil glue to get that decal on there. Whatever method works best for you when it comes to applying decals, just go ahead and do that. These are just some helpful tips that work great for me personally, and you can always try applying a decal on a swatch stick as well. All right, so we sealed in that decal with a layer of gel base and cured, and now we're finishing up with a layer of gel top coat on all the nails, and then we're going to go ahead and cure for a full 60 seconds, and it's going to give us the most gorgeous shine as well. Also, all the gel products that I'm using today are HEMA 21 free, and everything listed can be found in that description box below. All right, so here's the finished set. Again, I really wanted to keep it super, super simple because I wanted you to I didn't want to take away from the colors of these dip powders, and I really wanted you to see the colors in action and kind of just like have a little moment for these colors, and then just jazz it up a little bit with these decals. But overall, I love it so much. It's adorable, and I could not be more excited about this theme pack. I feel like you're going to be able to get a lot of use out of it, especially in the upcoming months when we're transitioning from summer into those cooler weather, and these decals are perfect. So fun. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. We kept it pretty simple, and if you have any tips and tricks you would like to share about applying decals, definitely leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next one.